Hello and welcome, it's Angela from Stamping Beauty in Christchurch, New Zealand. Hope you're well and had a good week. Doesn't it roll around so quickly? Just seems like yesterday I was here doing my Facebook Live, but that's a good thing. It's good to be here. Just doing my normal, trying to find myself on Facebook, just so I can make sure I can answer any questions. There's been a bit of a change actually. They've going to be deleting everything we put up within 30 days. So before you could save it and go back, which so it's a bit of a shame, but anyway, that's yeah, they're always just chopping and changing things, so we just have to move with the time. So I'm going to start recording it and putting it on YouTube, so hopefully that will work. So say hi if you're here. It's always nice to see who's here. Have a chat. I'll just go back out. I think I'm sorry, it just never seems to be consistent to where to find where things should be for some reason. Hopefully we'll be fine. I'll have another check back. So I'll get started. Last few days of celebration. It's hard to believe it's going to be over. So had a few people getting in and getting a few things. So it's a great time, I always think, to stock up on your basics, like your envelopes and your basic white cardstock, dimensionals, all those things that you buy normally during the year. May as well get them and get something free. Might as well get, you know, it's nice to have a wee freebie. So tonight, or join even if you like. I've had a few join, which has been lovely. Nice to get some new team members. So it's always an option if you've got a big list. So tonight I'm using this beautiful wildflower designer series paper. It's not working. Sorry, I'm just still trying to find myself on here. Just does not want to show up today for some reason. Do not know. Sorry, I just have a no. I give up. I'll just, if anybody leaves any messages, I'll just go back and check and catch up then, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but anyway, so we'll get making the card. So as I said, I'm going to be using this beautiful wildflower birthday paper, and I'm going to be using the perennial postage dies. There's 12 in all. There are some more here that I've taken out. This one here, that I'm going to do 2 cards tonight. That's my plan. So I always think these little squares, if you have 6 the same, they make a really good little frame. So I've got my white card base, and then I've got this base here, which is 9 centimeters by 13.35, and all the measurements will be on my newsletter with the instructions and everything and all the products I've used. So that's just about that's 9.2 and 13.55, so just 2 millimeters bigger, just to give that tiny little frame. So what I'm going to do is just adhere this straight to here. That's always a good, I like to get things out of the way so I don't lose them. I don't know about you, losing things is easy. My desk was a Bermuda Triangle. I'll pop that on there, and then I went ahead and die cut. I need 6 of them, so I didn't think you wanted to watch me die cut 6, so I just left 1. So just some scraps. I just have a container full of scraps, just white scraps actually. I'll show you it. It's just here. I I think these are like chocolate containers, and I just put this separator in there, and I just tuck all my white cardstock and just keep my Stampin' Seal in there and my tear and tape. So I've always got that, it just sits on my desk. So there's always a scrap of paper to be had. And then what I've done is I have created a template. So I just got some of this paper, and I worked out where I wanted everything to be, and then I made these, cut these squares out, and they're slightly bigger than I need, just so that I can pull it out once I've adhered it. So just tuck that up there just to hold it in place. Put one down here. I can't even see myself to see if I've got totally in view, which is kind of annoying. So hopefully no, that is still not showing up. Sorry, it's just annoying. If I go back into here, maybe I'll oh, here we are, I can see me now. Right, so that's good. So if you're here and you want to, I can talk to you now, so that's good. Right, so I've done that so that I can pop these all in. So they're just going to sit in here. So I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of all of those, which that was probably something I could have gone ahead and done. But and this, what I think about this sort of layout is good, because sometimes if you've got little images, that I sometimes get a bit lost on how to pop them on a card, how to design the card around little images, and this I think these work for this. So I've got all my dimensionals on there. That slipped off. I'll just tuck that back on. Could tear and tape that or something down, but I'll just take all the backs off here. I hope you've had a good day. I hope I've had a good day. Beauty therapy work, and went out, did some jobs this morning. That's always good. I said it was going to rain, but we haven't had any rain yet. Take that off there. Get rid of those. And then I do have a tendency to stand up, and I might just get my tweezers as well, because that just makes it. I just want to line that right up into that corner there. Just go ahead and put 6 of these in. And you do get a, you know, it's white on white, so it's not going to be too noticeable if it's slightly off. And also I'm going to put the little images on it, so that helps too. Tuck that in there. So far so good. And then this, those out of the way, that is just going to pull that off there, and I'll keep that, because it's really does make it a lot easier than trying to work out where to put everything. And then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to get the dark one. This is a pool party to coordinate with the back. I'm just going to flick some ink just to take away that stark whiteness. That is that. And then I think I may as well just get that onto the card now. Just another step out of the way. on there. I always love white and pool party. I always think it looks really good. And then what I want to do is adhere these gorgeous little elements. So, and this one here, I'm actually going to, because it's too big to sit on there. So I'm going to just take away the stems, cut in there, cut that off there. Nobody will be any the wiser. And what else do I need? I'll do these ones first, and then I'll come back to the other elements. And they only need one, I think. This one might need two because it's a bit bigger. And then what I want to do is just add those onto the card. I'll just take the backs off. So you could stamp them. I thought I did in the beginning do one with the seagull stamp set. It was slightly different, but you could do that with that on here. Any of those sort of I just think any of those little stamp sets that we have that have little elements would be perfect. And then this one, I'm going to tuck that. And because I've used this really small frame, there's room for it to spread out over the sides. To tuck this, I'm just going to trim that a little bit. Tuck that in. Just put a bit of glue. Pop that down. I'll wait for that to adhere a little bit. Pop that one there. And then I think that will work there. I had used the beginning of that one on the other one, but I might as well save that for something else, and I'll just trim this down. What I'll do, I'll put the dimensionals on first. Does anyone else? I'm always cutting these in half. I could probably just get my mini ones, but, and you don't need too many dimensionals. They do stick well, so I'm just going to pop that about there, and then I just want to trim it off where it meets the white or the pool party, whatever sort of works. Hopefully nobody's going to. Maybe just a tiny, yeah, save that for another day. Actually that one has gone off the edge, so what I'm going to do, lift that up, tuck, it needs double height, so I'll just tuck that under there, and then pop this one over here. So pretty quick and easy, which is what I always like. Sometimes, you know, you just need some cards made. Otherwise, we just don't make them if we think it's going to take an hour or more. Just for one card. Could have run a marathon sometimes and how long it's taken to make a card, but that's the fun of it, isn't it? So I'm just going to trim this one, and this is the Greetings for All Mix and Match ephemera pack, which I love. Let's trim that around there. And just follow the curves that it has before. As I say, sorry if you're leaving messages, I'll have to go back and look later. They're not showing up. I just can't seem to find myself properly. So I've already got a dimension on there from some time. So I'll just pop it on there. And I think actually what I'm going to do is do double, because I think it needs propping up. Because otherwise it's going to sink in the depths of the card. So I always just take the backs off. Maybe I don't need to necessarily. I tend to, and then put another layer on top. Put another one on top of each of those. So they're like double stories. And then what I'm going going to do, take the backs off those. So you could put any of the sentiments. I just wanted one that sentiment that was that would go in this gap and the gap below. I really want that going over a little bit. Actually, what's quite another wee trick is to put some adhesive on the back of your dimensionals, so you're getting that dimensional height, but they're not going to stick straight away. You've got a bit of time to faff with it. I think that might work just over to that side. I've got some glue up there, so you can just move it around a little bit before you've committed. Right, so that's there. This one here might be a little bit easier because it's only one word just to stick in that little gap. And that is that card done. So super easy and quick. But as I say, if you wanted to do some stamping, easy, pop your own sentiments in and images. And then I've got these gorgeous little party dots, and I'm going to use the pool party ones. And I just want to fill in some, pop them in some of those gaps. I think I'll put another this size in here, and one of the small ones, and take that up into there. And that is my card made. So that's, here's the, my original one. So I think that's quite pretty. I love that that designer series paper, and these wee die cuts just make, as you can see, making a card super quick and easy. So I thought I'd show you another one, the same sort of idea but slightly different, using the storybook moments, and not all even on that one they were all the square. So I've got a few different ones. I think I need the square as well. So I'm going to do those. Just get that out of the way. I'll bring in my, because I love these. Does everyone have these postage, perennial postage dice? Are so handy. See how many I can get on here. I don't know if I'll be able to get them all on. I'll give it a go. Maybe not. I might come back for a second. I don't know about you, but they always tend to move if you put too many on. So I'm just going to run that through. Let's sort those out in a minute, and you need the last two. So if you like die cutting and quick cards, this is definitely, especially with the die cuts, they do, because all the work's done for you. And the ephemera pack with all the sentiments. Sometimes I just get a bit lazy about sentiments as well. I'm quite lazy. Oh dear. Just wish there was more time in the day to spend in here. Separate those all out. So I haven't got the same sort of thing that I had before, you know, for laying it out. So I'll just have to hope that it, using my eye, I can get it even. So I'll just put these on here, and that's another reason you could, with doing this, pop the glue on the back of the dimensionals, because it does give you a bit of movability while still giving you the dimension, which is good. Get those covered up. Get those on. hard to know how many sometimes, isn't it? There should be plenty. And then because the in the Storybook Moments they've got, this is the boho blue, so I thought that would look pretty. So I'm going to lay these out. So one there. If I have them upside down first, then that sort of gives me a bit of a, I can go from there, which hopefully, if I'm careful and don't bump them around, it will work. And I've got the sentiment. I thought those little characters would work for Happy Easter. So I'm just going to tuck that in there. And I'm going to have to stand up again. And I'll just move it over here a little bit so I can see. I'll take these, all these backs off. I'll just have to come. Hopefully you can see all right, but I just need to do it away from my camera's right in the spot that I need to see. That is not quite, oh, I don't want to leave too big a gap, so I'm going to take that, let's see, just up a little fraction. And it, you know, as I was saying before, when some, I've got bits and pieces on them, people aren't going to notice. That should be okay. Take these backs off. So what I seem to do is take dimensional backs off. They always get found in funny places, don't they? Sometimes I see them on the cat. Oopsie, that's got an extra little bit hanging off it. Just line that up there. That looks alright. I'll put the sentiment on last because I'm going to trim that down just a little bit. Unless it will fit in like that. The last one I might trim it up a little bit. So, I didn't do this before, but I kind of feel like I would like to splatter some white ink. The only problem is when I do that, I'm going to grab it anyway, it takes a bit to dry, but that's okay. I'll just try and work around it, because I just think it will take the edge off. So what I might do is glue this on now. So it's just going to be white on white anyway. Put that down, because the other one I didn't, and I just thought, oh, I think that would take away that starkness. Does everyone else like doing splatter? Paper. And block. And then just add some of this white. These are just coming up on my computer. Just get rid of those. So just add some, squeeze out a bit of water onto that. This is an old one I keep, just especially. You don't end up making too much or not enough. Let's see if it, I don't know if it's going to splatter. No. I'm just going to take a bit of water out of here. I think it's a bit clogged up. They get this one because I never wash it. I just drop. That might be better. I try not to splatter off the lid because I like a bit of a bigger blob, but no. No, I'm going to have to because it's not really doing its thing, but I'm just going to flick that around the edge. do normally like some good white blobs, but that will be fine. So if you can see, that's just given it a little bit of a sprinkling of white. Just take that sharpness off. And then what I'm going to do is add these gorgeous, gorgeous little images out of the Storybook Moments paper. Dimensional, so back to more dimensionals. I think I better order some more. Just another half on that one. Wouldn't it be good? I always say this, if you could, like, see with the Stampin' Seal, if you could have that and it was foam and it just rolled it on, that will save so much time. Right, so I've got this cute one here. I'm going to pop that on here. Wheelbarrow. So I've made this a Happy Easter card, but I think this will make quite a good Father's Day card either, as you know, as well, especially if they're a gardener. See how quick and easy is that? Look, done just about. So just with this here, which is from the ephemera pack, and I just want to square it off a little bit just to tie it in with my squares. It's not too much, just a little of trimming. And done. And I don't think it needs, I think I did double on my other one, but I'm just going to do single on this. I think it should be enough. It's too wide. Let's get to half. Put that back in there. The half one. And pop that. Tuck that in the middle. I just need to not get my fingers on those white droplets, otherwise I'll end up with those smeared everywhere. And these are the tinsel gems, a 3-pack, and I'm using Misty Moonlight because I thought that still went with the colour. And I'm going to use, I seem to have more big ones than small ones, so try and use some more the bigger ones up. Just about out of this one. Everything's running out. So I'll pop that there, put a small one there, and a large one up here. And that is that card done. So this is the one I'd done originally without the splatter. And I don't know how well that's showing up for you, but I definitely like the splatter. I think it just takes the edge off a little bit. Yeah, otherwise, you can see just it splatter. Otherwise, I could have embossed that actually. That probably would have looked quite good embossed. So that's me. That was quick and easy. It shows you, doesn't it? Sometimes just getting some cards made, you know, it's fun and easy, and then I'll send them hopefully. So I hope you're sending the cards out you make, because it is nice to get a card in the mail. So have a great week, and yes, remember last few days of celebration and joining. I mean, it's any time's a great time to join, but it's extra special at the moment. Get some freebies. So, and if you need to stock up, it's a good time to stock up too. So take care everyone, and have a great week, and I'll see you here next week hopefully. Bye.